After its debut as weightlifting in the Tokyo 1964 Paralympic Games, the sport, now known as powerlifting, expanded from just male lifters with a spinal cord injury to include athletes with physical impairments that affect their lower limbs or hips, or athletes with short stature. Female powerlifters made their Paralympic debut in 2000. Powerlifting is the ultimate test of upper body strength, and you'll often see athletes lifting more than 3 times their own body weight. Powerlifters are split into 10 different categories based on body weight for each gender. Powerlifting consists of one discipline, a bench press. Unlike the able-bodied sport where athletes use their feet on the floor to assist the bench press, Paralympic athletes lie totally flat on a completely different style of bench. Each competitor has 2 minutes to complete their attempt. When the lifter has the bar under full control, they must wait until they receive the command, start. Start! Then they have to lower the bar in a controlled manner and definitively stop it on the chest. Next, they press it upwards, rock out both elbows simultaneously and hold the bar under control until the referees command to wrap. At least 2 white lights are required from 3 referees for a good lift. A red light indicates a bad lift. Athletes have 3 attempts, and the winner is the athlete that lifts the heaviest weight. In the 3rd round, 2 weight changes are permitted. The weight change can be higher or lower. No changes are allowed if the lifter has already been called to the platform by the speaker, and/or if the bar has already been loaded. To attempt a new record, it must exceed the previous one set by a minimum of 0.5 kilograms. Where a world record is broken during the actual 3 lifts of competition, the 0.5 kilograms does not count towards the competition total, but is rounded down to the full kilogram. The jury may allow a 4th attempt for a world record. This adds suspense to the competition, as a lifter could break the world record but may not win gold. Powerlifting offers a tense and dramatic spectacle where coaches have to be good strategists as their athletes battle to outlift their rivals.
Representing Argentina, representing Poland, Magdalena Kostka. Representing India,
Another day, 2 more titles to be decided at these 2021 World Paralifting Championships.
and representing Iraq,
And there is the warm-up area. We've got the women's 67 kilo final taking place over the next 3.5 hours. We have 3 groups in that, and as you'll have seen, we've got the later on final of the men's 65 kilo decider. 4 groups in that. That'll take about 5.5 hours. Tanya Zhao is in this, the world record holder from 3 years ago, 140.5. Mariana D'Andrea, the junior world record holder, 116. But even in Group C, we have quite a few major championship medalists. We'll start off with Elena Piper of Estonia, who's starting with 55 kg. Pamela Munoz, Pan Am bronze medalist. Rebecca Bedford, 3-time para badminton world champion, and that's not in the past. She's still a reigning champion, juggling the 2 sports fantastically. Our referees, Azam Sari, Ali Al-Zubi, Harry Ortiz, Alessia Paruk. And here's the jury. Underway shortly. Elena Piper will be the first to lift in this final. Group C. Stay with us. It should be a tremendous contest.
the chief referee representing Jordan, Azam Al-Zubi. Left side referee.
Dieu.
Rise up, woo, rise up, woo, rise up. Rise up and face the demon. Rise up and face your fear. Rise up and face the devil. Rise up and dry your tears.
Thank you, spotter loaders, for your work. The 67 kilo Group C category gets underway in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're ready for para-powerlifting. The bar's ready. 55 kilos. First attempt representing Estonia. Elena Pipa.
So let's say 10 to Yelena Piper for Estonia, 55 kilos to begin with. We've seen her at the most recent European Championships and at the World. She was 8th in Berg-sur-Mer up in northern France, 17th at the World Championships in Nur-Sultan. Brilliant athlete, was international swimmer for 16 years, international rower for 6 years. Was at the World Rowing Championships as well in Slovenia in 2011. Came in the top 15 in that. And this to get a 3-hour-long competition underway. Yelena Pipa at 55. Good news, 2 out of 3 in her favour, and Yelena Pipa gets this competition underway well. It's really close to a lifetime best of 58, and she cleared that quite capably, 2-1 in her favour, and that's a good way of getting this competition underway for the Talonista. Next up, Pamela Munoz for Chile, 65, the lifetime best at the 2019 Championships. The bronze medalist at the Pan Ams in Lima, 6th in the Americas Championships in Bogota, gold at the Lima World Cup event before the Pan Ams. Didn't get a mark in the Bogota World Cup, but as long as that doesn't happen here, it'll be fine. Was a weightlifter before. Victor Rubila, the national coach. She lives in Puente Alto. And she's going for 60 kilos. 65 is the lifetime best. So 60 for Pamela Munoz. There you go. Good lift, 2 out of 3. That'll do nicely into the lead. Nicely done. Good strong lift and a good chance to carry on from there. There you are. Next up for Japan, Takako Tatsukawa, lifetime best 67. A set in Kyoto in what was a replacement event for the Paralympic Games and a build-up event to the 2021 running of the big shindig. Takako's lifetime best is only 2 kilos clear of this. She's going for 65. It's her first major championship. Coached by Takeyoshi Okamoto, former photographer. Lives in Sabai. And this to go in front. Well, let's see what they made of that press sequence there. And it's 2 against, I'm afraid. And it was on the press sequence, 2 and against. So she'll have to straighten that up a little bit over the next 20 minutes or so while she goes back into the back room. Just didn't look like it was pressed upwards equally with the naked eye while she was doing that. First major championship for Estefania Gonzalez for Argentina, and she's aiming for 65. And this would be a new lifetime best for Estefania. Got a really nice setup in Argentina, and again they have a really good talent spotting program when it comes to powerlifting particularly, but they actually have a really good chance of para athletes as well. So this for 65, and this would put her in front outright as Tatsukawa missed this same mark. Estefania Gonzalez. That's 2 and against her, and it's the press and the chest. Both referees voted that down, so 2-1 against though from the center looked fine, but this chest sequence from the side and the press didn't look sufficient to either of the side referees. Next up for Poland, Magdalena Koska, 76 kilos, her lifetime best from this year's Manchester World Cup back in March, in which she finished in 6th place. She's based in Gliwice. Her coaches Mariusz Owiwa and Piotr Pawlik. She's with the Start club in Katowice, down south, 4th in the European Championships in Bergsamar in 2018. Silver in the Ego World Cup in Hungary in 2019. So aiming for 74 here, which is only 2 kilos off her lifetime best. 3 out of 3. We have a new leader, she is well clear, and not a bother, not a bother. So next up for India, Geeta. So good they named her twice. 82 a lifetime best from the last World Championships in Nur Sultan. 13th she was there. 5th in the Fazar World Cup in Dubai in 2019. She's based in Sonafat. Her coaches are Jugal, Jawan and Vijay Manishwar. So, aiming for 82, which is bang on her lifetime best from the last World Championships. Well, all three against, and it's a combination of the chest sequence and the press sequence. 2 calls each on those, and a strikeout. 3-0 against in terms of the refereeing call on that. Well, next up, Rebecca Bedford for Great Britain, 81 kilos, a lifetime best, Manchester World Cup this year in May. She was 5th in that, the Great Britain champion 2019. She's the reigning women's doubles badminton world champion. She's won 3 world titles in a row. And that's not in the past. She's doubling up between badminton and powerlifting. Also 4 world championship silvers, 1 world championship bronze from Lichfield. And that's not even mentioning all the European medals she's won. So if she's half as good at this as she is at badminton, she'll be all right. 83 is Rebecca Bedford's target, and that would be a new lifetime best. I reckon if you're watching back home, it's 6:10 in the morning, so you're dedicated. Thank you so much. So 83 for Rebecca Bedford. And she's got it. 3 out of 3, a whiteout, and a new lifetime best for Rebecca Bedford. Well, that was just faultless for Bedford. And she overtakes Magdalena Koska into the lead. Originally was looking to go to 86, but 83 was more manageable. That was good. So next up for Iraq, Zara Al-Abaidi. 65 kilos a lifetime best. That coming for winning silver in Amman in the West Asian Games 2 years ago. This is way above that. Looking to add 20 kilos to a lifetime best. So boy is she aiming high this morning. It's just past 10 a.m. in Tbilisi. So 85 to take the lead by only 2 kilos, but she's adding 20 kilos onto that lifetime best from 2 years ago in Amman and those West Asian Para Games. Took a lot of time on the bench, but it was worth doing. A whiteout, 3 out of 3. Well, Abaidi is our new leader, and we haven't had very many misses in the opening round, just 3. And Al Abaidi goes to the head of affairs. That was a nice lift. So 5 out of the 8 have been successful. She's done her job. Not the only one. Al Abaidi leads on 85. Rebecca Bedford in second place for Great Britain on 83. Magdalena Koska for Poland, third on 74. Pamela Munoz of Chile, fourth on 60. And Jelena Pieper from Estonia in fifth place on 55. And Jelena Pieper is on the way back out now. So all those great sporting experiences she's had qualifying for World Championships in other sports. She's also helped set up the Estonian Association for Disabled Women. She's been a chairperson of that, chairperson of a few other major Estonian parasport organizations. It's worth pointing out though, if memory serves, in Rio in 2016, Estonia did not have a team in any sport. They changed that, thankfully, for Tokyo. Her coach, long-term in this sport, has been Maxim Ignatenko, a sporting hero, Otsanak, the World Rally Champion. He's had a documentary out in the cinemas in Estonia. She's going here for 58, which would be a lifetime best. Yup, she has that. 2 out of 3, and that will do absolutely fabulously. Beats the previous lifetime best from Nur Sultan 2 years ago. And if you can do that, then what else do you need to do? Very, very good. A new mark in the personal record books. And competitively, she's never done better than that. So next up it is Takako Tatsukawa for Japan, and she is aiming for 65. Missed this mark in the opening round. This is only 2 kilos off her lifetime best, set in that very busy World Cup circuit they had in Japan for the last 2 years surrounding the build-up to the Paralympic Games. So 65, oh, she's not got that. All 3 going against her on the chest sequence. There was one on the press sequence as well, on the uplift, but chest sequence mainly. So that's,
Spotter loaders, same weight.
again, something she's got to work on.
5 kilos, rack height 14.
Just didn't quite get it right.
Bars ready. Representing Argentina, Estefania Gonzalez. Second attempt.
Estefania Gonzalez next up. She too missed out at 65 in the opening round. And going out for it again. It would be a lifetime best. So 65 for Estefania Gonzalez. It is her first major championship, and she's not been on the World Cup circuit a major amount either.
No lift.
Now that's gone against her, I'm afraid. 3 in the chest sequence. There's one other as well in the bar control sequence. So, trying to avoid a wipeout if she can.
Thank you. The bar is ready. 67 kilos. Pamela Munoz, Chile. Second attempt.
So back again to the Pan Am bronze medalist from Lima 2 years ago for Chile, Pamela Munoz Rojas. Got 60 in the opening round. This was 67. She'd stay in 4th place though. Like everybody, the amount of training that you see, she posts on her Instagram pretty much of training every single day of the week. Just like everyone else. There's dedication. This would be a leap of 7.
1 minute.
This would be a new lifetime best by 2 kilos.
No lift. Munoz.
It's 2 and against, not by much. It was a press sequence from 2 of the 3 referees. The other one happy with it from their angle, from the corner.
Spotter loaders. 77 kilos, rack height 12.
All fine until the press sequence. So she didn't get that,
Magdalena
but
Koster.
it doesn't look as if she was really that far away from it.
This is her second attempt.
Koska coming up next for Poland, going for 77. She'd stay in 3rd place. This would be by 1 kilogram, a new lifetime best for the woman based in Gliwice.
Koska was 6th at the 2018 European Championships.
So 77 for a new lifetime best there. That explains to the light for you the best competitive lift of her life. That's what you want. That's what she wanted as well. That was just excellent. Hence the delight, and you don't blame her in the slightest. That was a really terrific lift from the pole. Next up for India, it's Geeta going again. 82 to equal her lifetime best. That 13th place in the last World Championship, she pops up now and again on the World Cup circuit, particularly in Dubai in the Fazar World Cup.
Placed 13th at the last World Championships in 2019. 1 minute.
India celebrating their first ever World Powerlifting Championship medal a couple of days ago. So this for 82 to match her lifetime best, and she's done it. The problems of the first round have evaporated. She got that absolutely perfectly. Geeta leaps up into third position in the table. And all that went before can be forgotten. Back into the call room, into the warm-up area, and the last 20 minutes of work in eradicating what had happened previously. 20 minutes very well spent. 2 to lift then in this second round of Group C.
Rack height 3, Rebecca Bedford, 87 kilos, second attempt. Great Britain.
So next up in this second round for Great Britain will be Rebecca Bedford. So 83 cleared in the previous round. That was a new lifetime best, going now for 87. Now we've seen some really impressive new names for Britain so far this week, both in the juniors and the seniors. So there's been some good talent spotting going on. They've forward a couple of athletes from other sports as well who fit the right profile. So some good work being put in by a Paralympics GB and British weightlifting, who look after the powerlifting side of things in the UK. Her first major championship. She's come on the powerlifting scene strongly in the last 2 years in Britain for 87 for Bedford. And on she goes. That's 2-1 in her favour. It's a good lift. Thank you very much. It's a fruitful morning for Rebecca Bedford. She's our leader on 87. Just the one vote down, and that was on the chest sequences that happens from our centre referee. But 2-1 for her, and it's 2 lifetime bests in the one morning, and it could be 3. Zara Al-Abaidi. Coming up for 89, cleared 85 previously for the West Asian Games silver medalist. That lifetime best of 65 lasted 2 years. She's already beaten that, and a chance to add 4 onto it now in 89. same way Bedford's already got to lifetime best, a chance for Alabaidi to do the same, to move into top spot. Alabaidi for 89. Well, it was solid. She got it lifted firmly and, more importantly, cleanly. 2-1. Good lift. There you go. Alabaidi is our leader again, as she was at the end of the opening round. She's added 4 onto it, and it is her second lifetime best. She's improved that by 24 kilos this morning, by more than a third of what it previously had been. She's been working well for the past 2 years since her last significant competition. Those are the fruits of it. She's top. Alabaidi on 89 for Iraq. Rebecca Bedford in second place for Great Britain on 87. Geeta third for India on 82. Magdalena Koska for Poland fourth on 77. Pamela Munoz in fifth for Chile on 60. Elena Pieper, who's coming out again, she's in sixth place on 58 kilos. So Elena Pieper out again, going for 62. Actually, the Estonian national kit's really good. What a coach is wearing, that's the same as their athletics tracksuits for the national team. Got a bit of success in that in the past. Good cancer, Ksenia Bolter and all that. So this to add 4 onto her matched lifetime best from this morning. And if Pieper gets this, she goes past Pamela Munoz, currently lying in 6th place. The few extra kilos have added a little bit of extra strain to it, but has she got that? I'm afraid not. It's 3 against. It's the chess sequence from all 3 referees. Bit of bar control thrown in there as well, but she's tied her lifetime best. Gave it a good go for Estonia. Got 58, didn't get 62. Her performance has been really strong. 55 and 58 cleared, 62 just marginally too much. European Championships next year here in Tbilisi. And prospects for her to be competitive in that. So next up for Japan, Takako Tatsukawa, her 3rd attempt at the same weight of 65 for Japan. First major championship for the former swimmer. Takeyoshi Okamoto is her coach, national team coach. I had studied photography at the Osaka University of Arts in Japan, had a degree in that, had a very good career as a photographer actually. Third go at 65. Looked a bit cleaner, and there's a good reason for that. 2 out of 3 gets that. Thank you nicely. She's on the board, 65. Tatsukawa goes into 5th position. This in Group C, and she can enjoy that position for the next hour or so. 3rd time lucky. Stephania Gonzalez for Argentina, same position as Tatsukawa, missed the first 2 attempts at 65, so going for it again. Fingers crossed she can make it happen, and again it would be a lifetime best for the Argentine. She's been in the national championships this year, qualified that way. She's been an international para-jiu-jitsu champion, by the way. And she's on the board, 65. That'll do nicely. Two out of 3. And everybody has had a successful lift. Matches Tatsukawa perfectly, missed the first 2 attempts, trying to avoid a wipeout. It took a while. Lifetime best. That'll do excellently. Pamela Dominique Munoz Rojas for Chile. This for 67 to go up into 5th place. And it would be a lifetime best too. So this for 67 to leap above Tatsukawa and Gonzalez. She's 7th. This to go 5th. To and against, unfortunately. Bar sequence for one, a chest sequence, should I say, for one, press sequence for the other. Got the first lift, 60 very strongly, looking for a lifetime best and to move up the rankings with that at 67. She's had her morning. Stays in 7th place for Chile. Next up for Poland, waiting in the wings, Magdalena Koska. Now she's had 2 successful attempts so far, 74 and 77, and this for 79. Already had 1 lifetime best today. This to add 3 to what her previous mark was. 4th in the European Championships in Bergsamere in 2018. 5th in the overall open competition, but I mean the main point of it is the European Championships had someone from well overseas finishing above her, but in terms of the European result, they get taken away. So 4th it was, just outside the middle. Obviously the big bonus for that, if you're European and you finish in the top 3, you get 2 medals in that. The European Championship and for the European Open. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. No, that was a bit hefty. The spotters came to the rescue. That was all right. That was not going to get raised. Lifetime best would have been the heftiest lift of her life. And it was just too hefty. It was only 2 kilos on. I mean, you say only, but it forced that. And beyond the limits of what she could do this morning. Oh well, 1 lifetime best, but not 2. Gave it a good go to Magdalene. Geeta for India, she's matched her own lifetime best of 82. That was a very good lift in round 2 and now going for 85. So Geeta for 85, she'd stay in 3rd no matter what. See what they make of that press sequence. They didn't like it. All 3 against. She stays in 82. She matches a lifetime best. It's not an advance, but it's the 2nd time she's had the heaviest lift of her career, so it's been reasonably fruitful. It's good to see her back in a big championship. And she stays in 3rd position in this 67 kg final. So 2 to go in Group C. And Rebecca Bedford for Great Britain from Lichfield coming out for another lifetime best attempt, and this is 89. And just looking at the groups ahead, there are only 2 Europeans across groups A and B, so she's the 3rd ranked European lifter in this competition. Well, hey, the Europeans are on back here next year. She's a candidate, isn't she? And so would Koska be, and actually, you know what, so would Pippa be. 5 Europeans in total out of the 25, 26 or so that we've had in this competition. So next time they're back in Tbilisi for the Europeans, they've all got a good chance. And Bedford, this to take the lead at 89. Has she made that work? Nope, afraid not. Press sequence, not quite what they were all looking for. Needed to be just a bit more straight with the arms. But she's in 2nd place. At the very worst, she's the 3rd best European powerlifter at these World Championships. Tbilisi hosting it again in the Europeans next year. 1 more attempt to come. Zara Al-Abaidi of Iraq, and her target is 91. So this for another lifetime best. She's secured 2 already this morning, and this would be 26 kilos heavier than her previous lifetime best going to today of 65. So if she gets this, she'll have added about 40% onto her lifetime best today. So this for 91, she'll be our leader by 4 if she gets it, 2 if she doesn't. Nobody's had a clean sweep yet, gone 3 for 3. We've only had 2 successful lifts so far in this final round. So if she can round it off with a successful go, that will be a really good morning for everyone. Alabaidi, 91. No lift, I'm afraid, and it's the chest sequence from all 3. And 2 of the 3 referees also the press sequence they weren't happy with. So Zara Alabaidi has 2 lifetime bests today and not 3, but she's boosted that to 89 and not 91. I don't think really she could have asked for much more. And it'll be good to see her in Korea for next year's Asia Oceania Championships in Pyeongtaek, and also the Asian Para Games when they happen in China. Zara Alabaidi, our leader on 89 in Group C. Rebecca Bedford for Great Britain, second on 87. Kita in third for India on 82. Magdalena Koska, Poland, she's in fourth and 77. Takako Tatsukawa of Japan in fifth and 65. Along with us, Stefanio Gonzalez of Argentina in sixth. Pamela Munoz of Chile, seventh on 60 kilos. A couple of goes of 67, close but didn't get it. And Elena Piper matched her lifetime best for Estonia in eighth with 58. Alabaidi, Bedford, Gita, Koska, Gonzalez, and Piper, and Tatsukawa as well, all with lifetime best this morning. Just the 2 successful lifts in Group 3, a round 3 of Group C from Tatsukawa and Gonzalez, but they were important as they avoided being wiped out, and it means that everybody had a successful lift in this competition up to this point. And it is early, by the way. There are still 4 more European powerlifters to come in this competition. But for the point of Rebecca Bedford, at the very worst, she'd be fifth. So, hey, still competitive prospects at next year's European Championships. When we come back to Tbilisi, which hadn't staged a major powerlifting competition before this year, but they've had the World Cup, the World Championships coming here reasonably late in the year, for reasons that we all know about for the last 18 months. Batumi was due to host it prior to that, and actually Eger in Hungary, the original host, but I'm sure we'll be back there soon for big events. And they'd been hosted, they'd been awarded the Europeans anyway well in advance. So Tbilisi, be it here or elsewhere in the Georgian capital, we're all coming back here again next year. Well, a lot are. This is Group B coming up in around half an hour's time. Arawan Butbo of Thailand starting off at 93 all the way up to 105 to Rashwan Koshabayeva, the World Championship medalist. In previous games. So that's coming up in the next 30 minutes. Catch you soon.
Munoz, 60 kilos. With Koska, Poland. Spotter. Lift, Gonzalez. Good lift, Magdalena Koska, Poland. Spotter loaders, please. Yeah, 82 kilos. Bird. Spotter loaders, 65 kilos, same rack, same weight. Majority decision. Spotter loaders. Spotter loaders, please. Kilos on her third attempt.
60. Wow, how strong is this woman? Another world record, 2-1 in favour. Party just gets louder. Quick inspection by the centre referee to make sure she's not wearing anything illegal. Well, of course she's not. What an attempt. Impeccable control all the way to the chest. Pauses. Huge drive back to arm's length. Just managed to keep control. Got it, 2-1. Phenomenal lifting that we are witnessing here in Rio Centro, Pavilion 2. And Supers, well, just joined us. That was something special. 305 kilos, never before have we seen anybody lift over 300. Seman Rahman, Islamic Republic of Iran, smashes, obliterates his own world record.
It's already up on the board. 310 kilos loaders. 310.
Did you hear that? It's already up on the board. 310 kilos. Well, we've been treated to something very, very special in the men's supers. Trying to find words to describe
because the phoenix can live and die and burn and live again.
Extraordinary tension around this stadium.
Take your mark.
On a vécu quelque chose qui nous a pas permis de pouvoir réussir.
This is how I am. Merry Christmas.
If you're thinking every day, why me, you will never go anywhere.
When I saw how sport is accepted, it was logical to start a sports movement.
We want to change the way people saw people with a disability.
There isn't anything else in the world that can bring you back from the darkest places than sport.
I think the moment I sat in that racing chair, I just knew it was for me.
My coach said to me, I see talent in you.
I was never going to do anything other than 100 meters.
When you're hitting someone head on, it's like a small car crash.
Everybody knows you need money to run the games.
They said that the Paralympics is going to be cancelled because there was no money.
If these games don't happen, we're done.
We're going to fight this. Paralympics is something almost magical.
Being a part of something bigger than just yourself was incredible.
Yes, lives are being changed on the track, but lives are also being changed in the stands.
La vie est un combat. On essaie de sauver maintenant le monde.
We are part of a much bigger picture.
You know, I believe that there shouldn't be any limitation. Neither gender nor the clothing, nothing should prevent the athletes for participation. Sport is the most important platform to promote gender equality.
She Can Lift is a program we're really excited about and happy to be delivering with support of the Agitos Grant Support Program. The gender equity in our sport and the perception of women in our sport is sometimes challenging, so we were looking to address that head on and have the greatest reach and impact.
She Can Lift program for me it's a platform for where we get a whole lot of women involvement to get into the sport, to involve in various roles and athletes, coaches, technical officials.
The idea is to certify more female coaches and technical officials. These women are going to return to their home countries, kind of be the leaders of the sport in their countries, and then also change the attitudes, change the image and the perception of the sport within their home countries. Ideally inspire other women to get involved in the sport, whether it's as coaches and technical officials and athletes taking part in the sport.
The course was very good. In fact, by holding the course She Can Lift, they show how we can increase the number of women participants in powerlifting, and I'll keep my fingers crossed for all powerlifters, especially women, and also women in Iran. They should have the right to participate, neither what is their gender, what is their religion. They should have this chance to present themselves. Reminding the referees that their arms don't lock. This round is where the medals will be decided.
time integrate technology and data analytics capabilities into our free weight equipment. With these two products, we are helping change the way para-powerlifting athletes train and compete. We redesigned the WPPO powerlifting competition bar, updating the sleeve construction to house custom-designed velocity sensors from VMAX Pro. The VMAX Pro Eleiko bar sensors fit directly into the sleeve and give athletes and coaches access to a wide variety of data to help optimize performance. With or without the sensors inserted, the bar retains its certified weight calibration. By integrating the new sensors into Eleiko bars, athletes and coaches gain accurate real-time data and velocity-based performance metrics without the distraction of external attachments that could negatively impact routines and performance. Dual sensors give accurate in-depth information about each lift, including bar path, rotation, and inclination, as well as power and velocity during the lift. Athletes can review technique through detailed bar path analysis, as well as get information on readiness and appropriate loads to help shape training during a session or for longer-term planning. To use the sensors, first download the VMAX Pro app, connect your sensors, place sensors in the bar. The sensor kit comes in a convenient case and includes 2 VMAX Pro Eleiko bar sensors, charging cables, and Eleiko sensor key, along with tools, spare parts, and end caps. To install the sensors, use the screwdriver's flat edge to peel off the existing end cap to reveal the end lock. Now, screw the Eleiko sensor key into the end lock as far as you can to extract the current end lock. Remove the end lock and use the screwdriver to release the clip inside the sleeves. Apply the new Eleiko WPPO Powerlifting Competition end cap to the sensor and insert the sensor into the sleeve. The sensor is magnetic and will stay in place. To remove or charge the sensor, use the flat side of the magnetic Eleiko sensor key to pull the sensor from each sleeve. Connect the sensors to the USB cords and a USB power source. To summarize, our WPPO powerlifting competition bars are now VMAX Pro Eleiko bar sensor compatible. When used together, athletes can get detailed analysis to help optimize their performance. It's a simple, easy-to-use system that we hope will take your bench press to the next level.
Agli alti livelli non esistono scorciatoie, esiste soltanto duro lavoro. Non importa dove parti, non è importante dove arrivi. Mi chiamo Donato Tedesca, ho 22 anni e vengo dall'Italia. Io ho avuto un incidente quando avevo 2 anni e mezzo e ho avuto l'amputazione di entrambe le gambe a questa altezza qui e non ho mai smesso appunto di sognare e di ambire a quello che è il sogno di Tokyo 2020. Il top. Quando ho iniziato, una delle prime cose che mi sono chiesto era qual era il record del mondo. Ok, va benissimo, io non sono lì, voglio arrivarci. In questo momento credo che la cosa più importante sia continuare ad allenarmi sempre di più e sempre meglio. Siamo agli sgoccioli, diamo il massimo per arrivare alla miglior condizione possibile e a scrivere un altro tassello in più di storia.
Buongiorno, benvenuti nella mia casa. Una cosa che faccio è andarmi a pesare.
900 grammi sopra.
Ovviamente in Italia non è facile mangiare così sano, pizzerie, panifici, ovunque, è ancora più difficile, però l'unico modo per parlare di peso è con l'insalata. Sto dedicando gli ultimi 6-7 mesi per preparare l'Olimpiade al meglio. In linea di massima mi alleno 2 volte al giorno, tutti i giorni tranne il sabato e la domenica faccio solo un allenamento. I 90 kg sono il mio primo step, poi faccio circa 6 ripetizioni, poi sarò a 120, 140, 160 fino all'allenamento del giorno. Oltre appunto a fare l'atleta sto studiando economia in università qui a Roma, un po' stressato lo ammetto, però è una cosa che davvero mi piace. Tutte volte le persone mi dicono come fai ad essere così positivo, come fai ad andare avanti, nonostante non abbia le gambe. In realtà la domanda che mi viene è una, e come fai tu? Possono raggiungere gli obiettivi. Nel mio caso il mio perché era di arrivare alla Paralimpiade nel miglior tempo possibile, nella miglior forma
After its debut as weightlifting in the Tokyo 1964 Paralympic Games, the sport, now known as powerlifting, expanded from just male lifters with a spinal cord injury to include athletes with physical impairments that affect their lower limbs or hips, or athletes with short stature. Female powerlifters made their Paralympic debut in 2000. Powerlifting is the ultimate test of upper body strength, and you'll often see athletes lifting more than 3 times their own body weight. Powerlifters are split into 10 different categories based on body weight for each gender. Powerlifting consists of one discipline, a bench press. Unlike the able-bodied sport where athletes use their feet on the floor to assist the bench press, Paralympic athletes lie totally flat on a completely different style of bench. Each competitor has 2 minutes to complete their attempt. When the lifter has the bar under full control, they must wait until they receive the command, start. Start! Then they have to lower the bar in a controlled manner and definitively stop it on the chest. Next, they press it upwards, lock out both elbows simultaneously and hold the bar under control until the referee's command to wrap. At least 2 white lights are required from 3 referees for a good lift. A red light indicates a bad lift. Athletes have 3 attempts, and the winner is the athlete that lifts the heaviest weight. In the 3rd round, 2 weight changes are permitted. The weight change can be higher or lower. No changes are allowed if the lifter has already been called to the platform by the speaker, and or if the bar has already been loaded. To attempt a new record, it must exceed the previous one set by a minimum of 0.5 kilograms. Where a world record is broken during the actual 3 lifts of competition, the 0.5 kilograms does not count towards the competition total, but is rounded down to the full kilogram. The jury may allow a 4th attempt for a world record. This adds suspense to the competition, as a lifter could break the world record but may not win gold. Powerlifting offers a tense and dramatic spectacle where coaches have to be good strategists as their athletes battle to outlift their rivals.
So we're a third of the way through this women's 67 kg final and day 4 of 8 of the World Paralympic Championships in Tbilisi. Men's 65 kg later on. 4 groups in that, 3 groups in this, and this is Group B. And again, we've got a really stacked field in this, and it will culminate in drama of some very, very heavy lifts later on. Miriam Aguilar, the former Pan Am champion from 2011, won gold in the Manchester World Cup last year. Tan Yuzhao we'll see in Group A, the world record holder, 140.5. The Paralympic champion goes in this later, as does Fatma Omar of Egypt, the silver medalist, and Lucia Jike of Nigeria, who's in this weight category now. Her greatest successes have come right across the board, particularly in the lower weight category of 61. This is who we have coming up in Group B. Arwan Budpo of Thailand starting off with 93 kilos. We'll see her shortly. Young Hui Kim of Korea. Also, Paulina Pravechka Putsiak of Poland. Maria Marcu of Cyprus. Miriam Aguilar of Mexico, who we've seen. Ana Pinto of Colombia. Angela Faria Tejera of Brazil. And Raushan Koshibieva of Kazakhstan. Said she was a world championship medalist earlier. Paralympic medalist from 2016. Assam, Kenny, Alessia are our referees. And there's our jury. The second group of 3, there is Paulina. And we'll see her shortly.
Shashab. Jury members, Egypt, Mahmoud El-Sherbeni and TD Pitikirko, Hungary. The session starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Are you ready for para-powerlifting? 93 kilos on the bar. Our first athlete, representing Poland, Paulina Shivecka.
So coming up, first of all, then, out of this group, lifetime best of 98 set in the Paralympic Games in Tokyo this year, it is Paulina Puciak, European silver medalist in 2015 at Eger, and bronze 3 years ago in Berg-sur-Mer. It's a fourth world championship. Her first one was in 2010 in Kuala Lumpur, where she finished 6th. It's her best world championship result, 8th in Tokyo this year. Medalled extensively in the World Cup circuit. Based in Bydgoszcz, coaches Andrzej Owsinski, Mariusz Owiwa. Bydgoszcz is a good sporting city, actually. Great athletics venue that hosts tons of big events, including this year's European Para-Athletics Championships. 93, just a shade under her lifetime best, and this to put Paulina right at the top of the standings, and she's got it. 93. She's our new leader, Paulina, for Poland. Originally was looking at 100, but went for something just that bit more manageable. Davida Sikorski also has some coaching responsibility with the start at Bydgoszcz Club. She was a table tennis player spotted by a local sporting head and said, why not have a go? And she's all right at it, isn't she? Arawan Budbo next for Thailand, going for 93. Asian Games gold in 2014, ASEAN Southeast Para Games silver in 2017, World Championship silver in 2010. And this for the lead. With Poe for 93. Her lifetime best is 116. Her regular coach is Wuchachai Suksawati. First Paralympics 2004, first World Championships 2002. Up to this point, she's had a brilliant career. Budpo for 93. That's good. 3 out of 3. Budpo joins Paulina Puciak at the top of the table. A whiteout 3 for 3, and that was splendid. Well, that was all good. Nobody's going to fault that, and nobody did. Next up for Korea, Hyung Hui Kim, 112 a lifetime best for the last World Championships in Nur-Sultan. The Asia Oceania and Asian Para Games bronze medalist. 6th in Tokyo, no mark in the previous Paralympic Games in Rio. It's a 5th World Championship, 7th, her best finish And in the 3 Asian championships that there've been in Asia, Oceania is the capture area now. She's always medaled, she's always won a bronze in that. And bronze in Jakarta at the last Asian Games, based in Gwangju. So prospects here at 95, and this for the lead for Kim Hyung-hui. And she's got it 2-1. And Kim is our new leader. Well, it's a great start to the morning for her. Good clean lift. Nothing to worry about. Angela Teixeira coming up now for Brazil. The America's Championship silver medalist 3 years ago in Bogota. 97 is her lifetime best. And she's going for 95 here, so it's close enough to it. 4th in the Pan Ams in Lima, the Brazilian champion in 2019. Her regular coach is Weverton Lima dos Santos. From the CDDU Futel Club. Which is made up actually of 9 letters, and every letter stands for a longer word. So we'll just stick with a short name if you don't mind. So 95 this for the lead for Brazil. What a great powerlifting program they have too. Which obviously was built up on the way towards Rio 2016. Well, it's about to get very congested at the top if she's got that. And she has done by 2-1. Originally she was looking to lift 102, but went for something more gettable, and gettable it has been. So the top 4 divided by 2 kilos right now. So next for Cyprus, Maria Marku, going for 100, which she achieved at the Dubai World Cup this year. That's her lifetime best, 95 her first round attempt here. Originally was pitching at 100 in the declarations a couple of hours ago, but 95 would put her high up in the standings. 7th in the Paralympic Games. 4th in the Manchester World Cup last year, silver here in the Tbilisi World Cup, 6th in the Dubai World Cup in June, and had enough marks to qualify for a Paralympic Games before a World Championships, and she's done all right. 7th in Tokyo. She, in terms of body weight, is the lightest to lift so far, and actually the lightest in the competition, apart from Paulina Prevetsky-Puziak. So if she gets this, she will go above Kim and Angela Faria Teixeira. On the head-to-head, she'd be our new leader. She'd match them on 95, and it would mean that the first 5 lifters had all been successful. Straight through up at 95. Oh, it's 2-1 against her. And a combination of the chest sequence and the press sequence. 1 vote down each from the referees. So she doesn't get that one. Combination of the final segments of that. Anna Pinto of Colombia up next. 78 her lifetime best from the last Americas, Bogota, the Americas Championships in 2018, where she won bronze. Colombian champion that year as well. Lives in Cali. And going for 100. That's a big step up from the bronze medal performance in Bogota 3 years ago now. Looking to add 22 to her record for 100. Ana Lucia Pinto Ochoa. That's the first global championship after the Bogota success. Well, Pinto for 100. And that is 3 out of 3. Ana Pinto, our new leader. And that was very, very nicely done. Next up, Marian Aguilar of Mexico. 100 lifetime best for the Manchester World Cup last year. The former Pan Am champion. And the Americas champion in 2015. Silver in Bogota in 2018. Silver in the last Pan Ams in 2019. She's won a medal at every Pan Am Games. Gold in 2011. And in a previous Pan American Powerlifting Championship in 2003, prior to being included in the Para Pan Ams debuting in 2007, she won gold in that. $101 for Aguilar for Mexico. And this will be the lead. And this is the lead. And it's a new lifetime best by 1 kilogram for Miriam Aguilar, the former Americas and Pan Am champion. And it's Chesterfield St. Louis for the Americas Championships next year, and Santiago for the Para-Pan Ams in 2023. Raushin Kushibieva next for Kazakhstan, 117, her lifetime best from the World Championships in her country's capital 2 years ago. The Paralympic silver medalist in Rio. And that 5 years before Kazakhstan would win a medal at a World Powerlifting Championships. 105 is a first round target. Terrific career already for Kazakhstan, 4th in this year's Paralympic Games after that silver medal in Rio. 5th the best finish at a World Championships. She's done it twice, no lift at 105, the press sequence on both for her. So Miriam Aguilar, the former Pan Am champion, the former America's champion, leads from Mexico on 101. Ana Pinto, the America's bronze medalist, 2nd for Colombia, currently on 100. And in 3rd place on 95, Angela Faria Teixeira, in 5th spot for Poland. She's already on the bench. Paulina Pravecka Putsiak. And 95 is Paulina's target here. 98 her lifetime best. A silver and bronze in the last 2 European Championships, and Tbilisi hosting next year's Euros. So 95 for Pravecka Putsiak, and would mean that 3 lifters would be on 95. And all 3 referees are in her favour, and that will do very, very nicely indeed. She joins the massive athletes all in the same mark. And she moves up into 3rd place on the head-to-head, above Angela Teixeira, above Kim. She's the lightest in body weight in the whole competition, so she'll always take a head-to-head. Maria Marku. Most difficult thing in this sport that's achievable for all, realistically, to qualify for the Paralympic Games, just the one group. But she made it, made the cut, finished 7th. So how about here? Missed 95 in the opening round, going for it again. This for a new lifetime best. Were they happier with this one? Yes. A whiteout. 3 out of 3. A good lift for Maria Marcu for Cyprus. She's 28 now, her first World Championship, and that helps her up into 4th place at the moment in Group B. All very good and positive. Butpa now for Thailand, currently in 7th place. This will put her up into bronze to lift 96, and in her long career she's gone well in advance of this mark. "19 years since her first World Championship. She hasn't missed one yet since she made her debut. This is her 7th. She was 18 when she made her World Championship debut in 2002. 6th spot there, silver in 2010. ASEAN Southeast Asian Games silver in 2017. The Asian Games champion in 2014 in Incheon. So this to put her into 3rd for 96. She's pushed through well, and that's a good lift. Moves her up into 3rd spot. That was nice and positive. And the former Asian Games champion still going strong, still lifting well and cleanly. And potential for a top 10 finish for Butpa here. Here's Kim Hyung-hoi of Korea, and 100 is her target and a chance to go into the bronze medal position. 112 a lifetime best, mind you. So she's been here before. 5th in Tokyo, no mark in Rio, so it was a marked improvement. Top 10 finish always in her previous 4 World Championships. Bronze in Jakarta in the last Asian Games in 2018. 3 bronzes in all of the Asia Oceania Championships there've ever been, all 3 of them. And 100 will be a nice reward to send her up into the top 3. 2-1 in her favour, and the one against was for bar control, but she doesn't need to worry about that. She goes into third. Anna Pinto has the nod over her in the head-to-head, but she's hit 3 figures. That won't matter to Kim. Super.
Representing Brazil, Angela Teixeira.
Angela Faria Teixeira of Brazil, lying in 6th place, this to go second on 101. It will be a new lifetime best. Her only major championships before have been on a continental basis. That silver medal in the Americas in Bogota in 2018, the Copa America, 4th in the Parapanams the following year. Would be a big leap up the table as well, down in 7th, but it's so congested that adding 6 kilos onto the bar successfully should go all the way into the silver medal position, and it would be a tie for the heaviest weight so far alongside Miriam Aguilar. So Teixeira 101, that's a struggle, I'm afraid. Well, it was a lifetime best attempt. She won't get it, obviously. Just couldn't get the arms stretched all the way up. It just halted. Bit of a traffic jam and the uplift for Teixeira. Well, we should never take for granted these lifetime best attempts. Quite a lot of them achieved. But it's the biggest test in competition. And we saw that for Teixeira, certainly. We've had 3 successful lifts over the 100 so far. And one of those coming from Anna Pinto. She's got the 100, this for 103. She's in the bronze medal position. This to go up into the gold medal spot for Colombia. She too with bronze in the Americas Championship, and this her first global competition for the Colombian champion. So 103, this to take the lead, to go above Aguilar. And that is what she's done, 2-1 in her favour. Ana Pinto for Colombia, Ana Lucia Pinto, and she is our new leader. 2 successful attempts so far. Vamos! Very, very nice. Well, Miriam Aguilar was leading for Mexico on 101 and now can go back there to 105. Only the one Paralympic Games for her. 2004, finished 6th in that, which is kind of a curiosity. It's her 5th World Championships. And all those continental honours. 7 medals, either at Americas or at Pan Ams, or those 2003 Pan American Championships, not the Pan Am Games. 3 gold medals on a continental or pan-continental basis in her career. And it's been a good career. She's 42 now, is Miriam. So 105 this for the lead. 4 of the 8 so far, or 4 of the 6 who've had lifts, 2 lifts to date have been successful with both. Miriam would be the 5th if she makes it happen. 20 seconds to go thereabouts. Oh no, all 3 against. Chess sequence from 2 of the 3 referees, but also a reference to the bar control sequence. So she doesn't get that. Aguilar misses out at 105, which would have been a lifetime best for her. New lifetime best of 101 in the opening round. So to round off the second round, Russia and Kushevieva, 106, the Paralympic Games silver medalist. Silver is in the most recent Asian major events, the Asia Oceania Championships in Kitakyushu, and a few weeks after that in 2018 the Asian Para Games in Jakarta. She said powerlifting was for her love at first sight. Coached by Denis Orlov. Well, she bounded through that. Let's see the chess sequence. She got it. She got it. 2 out of 1. That's perfectly fine for our new leader. Kushevieva hits the front for Kazakhstan with 106. She's got it right for Kazakhstan. As you'll see, in the past years they've started spelling with a Q. Our friends in Kaz Sport provided the coverage of the last championships 2 years ago. Kushevieva gold for Kazakhstan, 106. Ana Pinto in second for Colombia, 103. Miriam Aguilar third for Mexico, 101. Kim in fourth for Korea with 100. Butpo in fifth for Thailand, 96. Veska Pusiak and Marku clearing 95 along with Angela Teixeira. Zara Al-Abaidi in 9th for Iraq, Rebecca Bedford 10th for Great Britain. So everything is at least 100 in this final round. That's what we like to see. Ambition! Paulina Privechka Pusiak for Poland from Bydgoszcz, going for a lifetime best of 101. So 101 for Pauline Piwiecka-Pusiak for Poland. Perfect! Precision, poise. She hits the ton. It's the best lift of her career. Well done, Paulina. 101 into the bronze medal position. And that was just great. Oh, yes. Well, as it stands, she's the best placed European lifter at the moment. We are going to see two others, by the way, in Group A. But she's got a great chance, surely, at next year's Europeans of medal, doesn't she? Arwan Butpa now, who's done it at continental level time and again. 101 is her target, which she has lifted quite a few times in her career. Even in this weight division, 106 is her best, 116 her lifetime best. And Butpa in 6th would go 5th with this, 101 her target. So Butpa to climb 1 place. And I'm afraid that will not happen today. She'll top off her performance with a 96. 101 was beyond her on this occasion. No lift for her. Well, you'd love to see everybody clear this round so that everybody would finish above 100. Butpa hasn't been able to do that, sadly. Ain't happening, I'm afraid. On we go. Angela Faria Teixeira. She's now going for 101. This would be a new lifetime best. Be the first time she'd gone into 3 figures in her career. Teixeira again, a really top candidate for medals over the next 2 years in the pan-continental events in the Americas Championship next year. Chesterfield, St. Louis, Missouri in the United States. And then Santiago in 2 years' time for the Pan Ams. $101. Stalling. And quite a few have reached their limit today. No joy for Angela Faria Teixeira. And she finishes on 95. Well, it means that she finishes in 8th place out of the 8 in Group B. She gave that a really good go. She got her first round attempt successful. Didn't get the 2 attempts at 101. Perhaps a stepping stone attempt at 98.99 might have worked out, but that's hindsight for you. Maria Marcoux. Well, she cleared 95 at the second attempt for Cyprus. She's lying in 8th place. Body weight's lighter, so that's not correct. She's in 7th on the head-to-head, above Tejera. And this, for 102, would send her up into the bronze medal position, and it would be her second lifetime best of the day. It would be 9 kilos ahead of the lifetime best that she was bringing into this competition from the Manchester World Cup. 4th in that last year. Silver here in the Tbilisi World Cup in May, 6th subsequently in the Dubai World Cup, and 7th in the Paralympic Games as a result of the consistent lifting across the various World Cup events over the past 18 months prior to Tokyo. The former gymnast, silver in Tbilisi here. It's basically the top 5 European competitors who we've seen in this are all really good prospects of battling for the medals back here in the capital of Georgia next year for the European Championships. This to go to 3rd, and again, that's beyond her capabilities today. She has her lifetime best of 95 secured today, not 102. Wouldn't go all the way, but Marcoux has had a decent morning. That's all she wrote. It wouldn't go any further than that. Marcoux sets a mark of 95, the best of her life. But not 102, I'm afraid. She gave it a good go, but the weight was too much. Next up for Korea. Kim Kyung-hoi. She's already cleared 100, this for 106, lying in 5th spot. She's lifted 112 in her career. Four continental bronzes over the past 8 years, and 2 championships to aim for in 2022, the Asia Oceania Championships. In the home city of her teammate, who we see in Group A. That'll be in Pyeongtaek, and all going well, the Asian Games in Hangzhou in China. 106 to go into the gold medal position. Now she has got that raised. And she's got the lift. A white out, 3 out of 3. Those 3 glorious white lights, and now a lot of white lights behind her too. She hits the summit and matches Koshibieva and goes clear of her in the head-to-head. She is 600 grams lighter in body weight, and in that tie, she is now in front. It's the opposite to what you're seeing on screen, but well, that's the reality. Aguiar going for 106. And this will also be for the lead, as she is lighter in body weight in the head-to-head if she gets this. There's a lot going for 106 in this. Kim's done it. Kushbieva's done it. And Pinto's trying to do it. And right now, Miriam Aguilar. Silver in Lima at the Pan Ams. Gold in 2011, gold in 2003 in the pre-Pan Am Games era. And the Americas Championship gold medalist in 2015 when it was held in Mexico City. Subsequently, silver in Bogota 3 years ago. Her debut at World Championships in 2010 has given her best result in that, in 5th. This to go into the lead. 106, not gonna happen, I don't think, no. Would have been a lifetime best. She has won already for this morning, 101, 1 kilo on top of what she had coming into this competition, but an extra 5 kilos onto the bar and just way too much. Uneven. And that was the end of that. You can't fault them all for trying, but looks like in quite a few cases the leaps have been too much. Long competition. Ana Lucia Pinto for Colombia. She's going for 107. She's already broken a lifetime best twice today, and Ana Lucia Pinto is going for something which is 29 kilos ahead of what her lifetime best was going into this morning. Bronze medal position at the moment, and this to take the lead. Bronze for her in Bogota in the Americas in 2018. Wasn't it the Pan Ams by the looks of it? Nice setup in Colombia, good team. Well, that looks nice. Let's see. 2 out of 3 for her, and that's a nice lift. It's a good lift. It is the lead for Ana Lucia Pinto, and that is a whopping lifetime best. 3 lifts, 3 PBs. That's just about 30 kilos higher. What is that? That's more than a third, about 40% greater than a lifetime best was an hour ago. Absolutely fantastic. You've got to praise what they're doing in Colombia and what she's doing and what she's done there. And the reaction tells you everything you need to know. Well, watch out in St. Louis next year. She's a medal prospect. No doubt about that. This woman already has a medal, and a big one. A Paralympic silver in Rio de Janeiro at Rio Centro. for Kazakhstan. Trying to get back to the head of the queue, Koshabieva. Bronze medal position, this to move up to top spot. And to go up to 111. Koshabieva has got that raised exquisitely. Oh, it's 2-1 against chest sequence. Well, she got it up, but not in a clean enough manner on the chest. There was one thumbs down as well for the prefs, but it was the chest sequence that probably was just a brief encounter. Just needed to linger a bit and a bit more contact. She didn't get that. That was 6 kilos below her lifetime best of 117. She stays in third. Ana Lucia Pinto of Colombia, our leader, on 107. Kim in second in Korea, 106. The same tally as Koshabieva of Kazakhstan, who almost went in front there. In fourth spot for Poland, a brilliant lifetime best for Paulina Privetska Putsiak. Miriam Aguilar in fifth for Mexico. Arawan Butpo for Thailand with 96. Marks with 95. Maria Marcu for Cyprus. Angela Faria Tejera for Brazil. Zara Al-Abaidi in 9th spots under that 89 lift for Iraq earlier on. And Rebecca Bedford for Great Britain. 10th spot. 87 kilos, a new lifetime best for her. Lots of lifetime bests this morning. Past couple of years, there's just been an added emphasis on that. Good example of how the sport's growing. Always welcome to see some new names too. And in many cases, first major championship, and certainly this year being a first major championship for Maria Marcu. She's in the same spot now as she finished in the Paralympic Games in Tokyo. Rebecca Bedford, who's dominated badminton in